Yo, what is going on everybody? Fred at Skate Unity here. Back at you with another video. Today we've got a special one, probably the most anticipated carbon fiber 2-in-1 board of 2022. This is the ACEDECK X1 2-wheel drive. Let's get right into it. The box is really big and I like the actual marketing on it. Has the ACEDECK logo, open the new world. I always appreciate some good marketing. Look how dope that is. Nice layout of the board and some kind of like matte rubbery finish. I'm definitely gonna hang this. This is super cool. Bravo, ACEDECK. These are always good to keep. Hold on to these for your car. Wow, this thing is packaged up so tightly. It's crazy. Wrapped up very nicely. I'm gonna put it down real quick. Extra belts. So 3 and a 4, that's good. You need multiple wires depending on what country you're in for your charger. That's the USA one, that's what I need. Take this off. It's a 3 amp hour charger. Now, as I said in my other videos, don't think boards with really big batteries need such a big charger because you're not gonna be topping off that often. So when you get home, you're all done with your riding day, it's good to keep the charger smaller because it'll keep the health of your battery. Charger for the remote, T-tool, remote. Wow. I'm very impressed so far. I mean, everything just feels really nice. That's super cool. I like that. Instruction manual, built to last. I mean, this is so awesome. It gives you the instructions for the remote and everything, so that's cool. It's not your average owner's manual, you know? Kind of a little bit more modern. The grip tape is definitely more grainy than what all the newer boards using padded grip tape is going for, but yeah, look at this concave. This is 46 inches in length. This battery is a 14S4P battery, which is my first 14S setup. I've never had anything bigger than a 13S. I'm sure some of you haven't either. So these are 6384 motors, a total of 7,000 watts. This has up to 40 miles range, it's saying. These are traditional Kingpin trucks that are CNC. So let's take a closer look. So if you see in the trucks, I've been saying this in my other videos, you see how they're cupped washers, they kind of sit high on both of them. That's when you have more stability. And I've been saying this for a while to get people to get more cupped washers that have a higher wall like that. Football design, forged carbon fiber. I mean, this is just super nice. The trucks are forged CNC traditional Kingpin trucks. 16.8 amp hour battery, FOC ESC. It's 36 pounds, 46 inch length of deck. Charging port, which I'm told is kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah, now I see what they're saying. Kind of is tough to kick back in, but I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks. It's not that big of a deal though. 8-inch tires. All-terrain, and these hubs are super nice. It's up to 40 miles per hour, up to 40 miles in range, 40% hill grade. Let's take a quick look at the accessory case. Nice and packaged again. So you have your 115 millimeter wheels here. You've got their own segment of shred lights, but it's their own kind. You got the brackets for their lights. 2 extra tires, extra belts, more extra belts, some extra bolts, an extra tube that's inside here, 45T Kegel pulleys, looks like some extra grip tape, and you got the parts to, I guess, another bash guard. Awesome job, guys. Let's get out there, charge this board up, let's take it out for a ride.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
Okay guys, let's first talk about the deck. At first when I saw the images online, I thought it was going to be big, chunky, bulky, and just another carbon fiber deck. That's not exactly the case. As you can see, the deck is not really that thick, and the concave and the drop down are perfect. It really plants in your feet very nicely. When you're planted in really nicely, that means you can carve better, you can have better agility, better braking, better acceleration, and you just be more in tune with the board. What's also good about the board is that its max load is 265 pounds. If you are a heavier rider, this could be a very good option for you. Grip tape is more on the rough side. It's really thin, it's not padded whatsoever. Like I mentioned before, the deck isn't really thick at all. So when it's a really thinner deck like this with the big battery, you can hop off curbs very easily and not worry about damaging the deck. As for these traditional Kingpin trucks, they are absolutely beautiful. Very well designed, they're CNC, they're 11 inches wide, and they have great stability and carvability. However, I feel like it still wasn't dialed in for my exact riding style. So what I wound up doing was going with riptide bushings, and in the front, I used 90A bushings up on top from Riptide. For the rear truck, I use a 93A durometer from Riptide. So here's some footage of the difference of the maneuverability of the board utilizing Riptide bushings in the ACEDECK. As for this customized FOC ESC, I was a little skeptical at first because anytime a company tries to make something different, there's always bugs at first. Because prior ESCs that I've used that were customized or vest based from China companies, they just weren't smooth at all. Acceleration test, full battery, S+ mode. 1, 2, 3, go. As for top speed, my top speed was 34 miles per hour. Now I know I mentioned the website says up to 40 miles per hour in the beginning of the video, but when I was done editing this, they changed it to 37 miles per hour. The remote does say I got 37, but the ride app says 34 miles per hour. This board off-roading is the most fun I've ever had going off-roading on any electric skateboard. If you guys are really into off-roading, this is definitely the board to go with. A lot of boards that are really capable off-roading are very big, bulky, and chunky. This doesn't feel that way. With this traditional Kingpin trucks that have great stability and maneuverability, and the deck not being crazy thick with the giant thick battery that you have to carry around, this is a good medium ground because it has that power, it's got that maneuverability, it's got that polish, it looks good, and it's not crazy heavy. The 8-inch pneumatics will run through everything, the motors will be protected with the bash guards, and all the internal electronics are tightly sealed. As for the range, this is another part where this board really shines. I got 27 miles and still 3 bars left. So you know how Hobby Wing remotes on the right side, you have the B for board and there's 5 bars? Well, with the ACEDECK, it's 10. That's right, 10. So there's 10 bars that's in the actual board meter, which I kind of like. Instead of 5 single bars, 10 keeps you a little bit more alert of what kind of range you still have left while riding the board. Like I mentioned before,
When it comes to the forged football carbon fiber deck, it's not really thick like a LaCroix Lone Star is, yet you still have the attributes and long range of a boutique board. I don't like a big, chunky, thick enclosure like the Lone Star is. The ACEDECK provides that very long range without compromising the size and weight of the board. It's also way less expensive of those top-notch boutique boards, and this board also offers 2-in-1, meaning you can put street wheels on it as well as 8-inch or maybe even 7-inch all-terrain wheels. You go for a LaCroix Lone Star or a Cali 50, you cannot put street wheels on those boards. I just can't imagine spending $4,000, $5,000, even $6,000 on a boutique board and not having the option of actually using street wheels on my electric longboard. I also feel like the ACEDECK rides more like a traditional longboard, like all the 2-in-1 boards I've had on this channel. Just feel like when you go to a LaCroix Lone Star or the Cali 50 or even the Cali XLR, it's really not an electric longboard anymore. It's just something different. It's a total electric vehicle. As I mentioned before, their customer service is awesome. They also include 1-year warranty on all new electric skateboards. As for negatives, I only have one real complaint. It's this silly charging cover. I just don't know how or why this was overlooked. Something so small could be fixed. If you guys want to see these boards go head to head, please drop a comment below. We also have the 4-wheel drive ACEDECK on the lineup, the Zeus Pro, the Meepo Hurricane, and the Evolved Hadian. If you are thinking about buying the new ACEDECK, whether it's a 4-wheel drive or the 2-wheel drive version, you can use my discount code eSkateUnity to save yourself some money. It helps you, and it also helps out the channel. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.